Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Potato Chief, and welcome back to Predictions! It's been a while, and finally I'm bringing back the predictions for pay-per-views. We're coming back strong with the Royal Rumble 2019. So we've got a couple of matches to predict. I'm going to get through them as fast as possible. So I want this to be a nice, concise video. Up first is the SmackDown Tag Title match. It is The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro, versus The Miz and Shane O'Mac. So, as much as I don't want it to happen, I believe that Shane McMahon and Miz are probably going to win the title, have a short title reign till WrestleMania, or just before WrestleMania, and then The Miz is going to screw him out the title. And then it's going to be The Miz versus Shane McMahon at WrestleMania. That's what I think is going to happen. Don't want that to happen. Honestly, I prefer if they just screwed each other over now and got it out of the way, and let the Bar retain. Just have the Miz look like he's have Shane McMahon look like he's going to win, and then the Miz just walk out on him, or something like that. Have some kind of screwy finish and have them turn on each other. But I feel like what's going to happen is the Miz and Shane are going to win the titles, hold it for about a month, and then lose it. Like probably lose it at Elimination Chamber, and then have their match at WrestleMania. So I think it's going to happen. Then we have probably the match I'm most excited for, apart from the Rumble matches, the women's title match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. It is Asuka versus the man, Becky Lynch. I have no clue how this is going to go, because my theory all this time was Becky's going to win the Royal Rumble, go on to WrestleMania to face Ronda Rousey in the main event. That's what the rumor was. I thought it would be like a Becky versus Charlotte storyline in the Rumble itself. Might still happen. But this confuses me that they have this title rematch. Completely throws me off. Throws off all my predictions when it comes to the women's matches. Completely. I'm going to say add Asuka retention. She only won it at TLC. I feel like Becky's going to go to Raw to face Ronda Rousey. So it only makes sense if Asuka retains the title. But it's possible that Becky gets the title back and then Ronda comes over to SmackDown to face Becky. There's also a possibility. I don't know. It's very weird. It's very confusing. But I'm going to go with a Asuka retention. Then you have the women's title match, which is Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks. I'm going to go with a Ronda Rousey retention again. Feel like she's going to hold it till forever, essentially. She'll hold it at least to WrestleMania. And then maybe drop it to Becky, but I'm probably doubting that too. She might hold it for the foreseeable future. So I'm going to go with a Ronda Rousey retention. That is the WWE Championship match. It is AJ Styles versus the fickle one, the new Daniel Bryan. Make changes. Fickle. All that stuff. I want Daniel Bryan to retain it, but I have a feeling AJ might get it back and then face Randy Orton at WrestleMania, which I really don't want to happen. I really don't want to see that match. Even though it would probably be a really good match, but oh no. Oh no. I really don't know what to predict yet. I feel like Daniel Bryan's just come into his groove. He's just come into his own with this fickle this heel Daniel Bryan movement is just come into his own. So I'm Daniel Bryan retention. I'm going to go with Daniel Bryan retention. I don't see why you take the title of AJ just to put it back on him at Royal Rumble. It doesn't make sense to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, then it gets to the Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor. In a dreamland, in an ideal world, Finn Balor will be the new Eddie Guerrero. And he will win and take the title off Brock before WrestleMania. And it will be a feel-good moment. The underdog wins. Even have a similar storyline where it's like when Goldberg came in so if you haven't seen it, Eddie versus Brock was about 17 years now. Jesus, 17 years ago. It was a long time ago. Eddie won because Goldberg screwed Brock. Braun could screw Brock, and then you'd have Braun versus Brock, a Mania, non-title, and then you could have Finn versus Seth for the Universal Championship. You could even do like if AJ wins the title, you could have like a end of the show moment where you have Finn and AJ both holding up the titles, which would be very similar to the end of the WrestleMania 20. You could do that. Don't know if they want to bring up memories of he who shall not be named, Voldemort. And yeah, so in an ideal world, that's how I book it. But my look of the night is Brock Lesnar retains. You do not bet against Brock Lesnar. Never bet against Brock Lesnar. It is fool's errand. I've bet against him a couple of times, and I have been wrong every single time. I'm never, ever betting against Brock Lesnar ever again. I think he'll hold that title until the day he dies. Until the world explodes and we all turn to ash. The Brock Lesnar will be champion forever and ever and ever, and he will beat Bruno Sammartino's record title reign. Oh God, I hope that's not what happens, but I have a feeling Brock will retain. And then that leads to the two biggest matches of the night, the two matches that the pay-per-view is named after. It is the two Royal Rumble matches. The men's one I'm a bit more confident on. The women's one I'm a bit iffy on. My gut, my heart was saying Becky was going to win it. The fact that she's in a title match already makes me think that she might not. Possible that she might lose to Asuka because of like maybe a Ronda Rousey screw over or Charlotte screw over, and then Becky wins the Rumble. That's what I'm going to go with, actually. I'll go with a Becky win. I was going to go with Charlotte, and I've changed my mind. I'm going to go with Becky winning the Rumble, even though she's got a title match. That's probably a stupid bet, but I'm going to go for it. We'll go with a Becky wins the Rumble. If not Becky, it's going to be Charlotte. I think it's going to be one of those two. And I'm going to go with Becky. I think Charlotte's going to screw Becky out of the title match, and then Becky's going to screw Charlotte out of the Rumble and win the Rumble. And that's what's going to happen. And then Becky's going to go to Raw to face Ronda. Charlotte's going to follow it. That's my prediction. I don't ever know any other way they can have Charlotte versus Becky versus Ronda for the title. That's the only way I can see it happening. So I'm going with that. Okay. Then that leads to the men's Royal Rumble match, which I was more confident about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I was 100%, I was about 99% sure who was going to win it. Now I'm about 60, 70%. I feel like it could go a couple of ways. But my money is on Seth Rollins to win the men's Royal Rumble. I feel Brock's going to retain. Probably going to retain. Not a safe bet as I made it out with saying it was my lock of the night, but I feel like you can't bet against Brock Lesnar. I think Brock's going to retain. Seth's going to face him at Mania. So it only makes sense that Seth would win. Plus, SmackDown's won the last 2 or 3 Raw Rumbles. So it makes sense to have a Raw guy win it. So I feel like this is Seth's time. They were building up Seth before the Finn Balor push. They were building up Seth. So I feel like it's going to be Seth versus Brock. My money is on a Seth Rollins winning the Royal Rumble. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. If you think you can beat my predictions, let me know in the comments below. Give me your predictions. And in the review, which I'll hopefully do, we will compare my results to your results and we'll see who had the most results. So if you want to compete with me in predictions, let me know in the comments below what your predictions are. What is your lock of the night? What do you think is guaranteed to happen? And what are your results out of these matches? Let me know in the comments below. And I thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we'll have a review up. Hopefully we'll get loads of reactions to the Royal Rumble as well. Thank you guys for watching. And until next time, too sweet. Laters, guys.
Join Potato Club today and too sweet that subscribe button.